I'm so excited to meet you guys. We're so excited to get to have you and tell you a little bit about health and all the things that we love that we're super passionate about. And more than anything, the way that it's changed our lives, because that's where it really counts, right? Is in being a better mom, a better husband, a better wife, a better friend to people, and showing up your best. Because when you get healthy, it's weird to say that losing some weight and eating healthy makes that much of an impact, but it does. And so I'm Jolene. I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, Ashley, to give you a good little introduction on what we're going to do tonight.
Yes. Hi, you guys. Welcome. We're so excited for you all to be with us tonight, like Jolene was saying. And if you're here tonight, that probably means that at some point you have asked the person who invited you, what in the world are you doing? How did you lose all that weight and feel so good? Right. And so we applaud you just for being here tonight and listening to some testimonials and information about our program, because truly that means you're one step closer to becoming your best self. Right. And so tonight we're going to have various people, like Jolene was saying, from different walks of life, different health goals. They're all going to share their journey. And then we're going to give you a little bit of information about our program. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story really quick. So again, my name is Ashley Martin, and I started my journey on this program about 3 years ago. Crazy how fast time goes by. But I'm a mom to 6 boys. So yeah, crazy. And I birthed 5 of them. So those 5 are under the age of 9. So if you can imagine, like I was pregnant every 18 months, it was really crazy. And then I'd get pregnant again. And I never lost the last 10 to 15 from each pregnancy. I remember trying so hard, but never could quite find something that actually worked. And then before I knew it, I'd gained 40 or so pounds just with life and not really knowing what I was doing and juggling so much. And when I tell you I tried everything, I literally tried everything. And the entire process was incredibly frustrating, which some of you may be able to relate to. I would eat clean. I would do meal prepping. I would count calories. I would do all these other programs. Look, I even took some drops. I don't even know what they were, but somehow these drops were like magical drops, but they weren't very magical. I'd work out, like all the things. But within about, I don't even know, a month of time, I would probably have only lost 1 to 2 pounds. And I'd be like, what the heck? Like 1 to 2 pounds with all that hard work, I'm going to eat pizza. Like, forget that. That is way too much work to not have any, results. And it was so frustrating beating my head against the wall. And so, I was a busy mom. I still am a very busy mom. At the time I was working full time, coming home to, 3, 4 kids, doing the nightly activities with sports, running around, extracurriculars, groceries. And I needed simple. I needed easy. I needed something that took as little thought as possible because I didn't have the brain capacity. I'm like, I don't have the brain capacity to think anymore. I just want simple. But I really honestly could never find something like that. And so, honestly, I remember feeling hopeless, like super, insecure. There was no confidence. I was insecure in my own skin. I remember I didn't even have pictures with me and my kids because I'm like, there is no filter. There is no angle that's going to make me feel good enough right now. So I don't want to take pictures with my kids. I wore the same outfits that hit me the best. I lived in maternity clothes, like all the things, you guys. And I was just empty and sad, but also lost. And so when I watched my friend actually go through this program, I remember calling her and she's telling me all about it. And I was like, yeah, I could do it on my own. Like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go do it on my own. And then I remember 4 months went by and I was exactly where I was when I talked to her 4 months before that. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. Right. And I got desperate. I really was at a place of desperation at that point. So I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, I've got to make a change. And so I joined the program August, I think my first day was August 18th of 2018. And y'all, I lost those 40 pounds in 4 months. And even to this day, I was like, what is happening? That's crazy. Like I tried for 7 years to lose that and I did it in 4 months and mind blowing. Right. And then, and I did it with simplicity and you'll learn soon with ease without having to think a lot. It was everything I'd ever wanted. And then I went on to maintain it for 5 months before, surprise, I was pregnant again. So it was like, dang, I didn't even get to enjoy it that long. We're pregnant again. They're all blessings. I love all of them. But had the baby, hopped back on our program and lost that weight within 3 or 4 months again. And I've been maintaining it for about a year since then. So I am just have so much gratitude for this program, the gift it's been to my life. I'm so grateful I said yes 3 years ago. And I really, truly am just so excited, for each and every one of you to experience, this program, this life-giving gift that we really have, and truly watch it just completely change the trajectory of your life and really help you reach all your health goals. So that's a little bit about my story. Busy mama. I know lots of you are busy, lots of you are moms. And I'm like, if I can do it, anyone can do it because it's so, so simple and amazing. So I'm now excited to introduce another speaker tonight. She is one of the sweetest people, one of my dearest friends, a client, a coach on our team, and has an absolutely amazing story to share with you all about her entire life battle with obesity and her health, and just an incredible testimony to our program. So Jennifer, girl, take it away.
Hey, Ashley, thank you so much. Yeah, you're going to see, I was waiting for my picture to pop up there. And I'm telling you, when that picture pops up, I'm like, is that me? Because I see it and I know it's me, but it's still really hard to believe, what the program's done for me. So guys, I'm just going to tell you, like, I'm the poster child for weight loss. Like if there was an award for the most plans and programs tried, Ashley, I may beat you. I might win that. So other people, when they contact me about our program, we'll do a health assessment, and I just like to determine their health goals. And what's funny is we laugh when we start to compare all the similar diets that we've all done. Like we always ended up back at square one from all these different things that we tried. So, but guys, besides every diet, here's the deal. I've had 2 weight loss surgeries, which is rare. I don't meet many people that have had that. So I've had a lap band and a gastric sleeve. And when I meet other people that have been through surgeries like that, I'm just going to tell you, we're like high school kids comparing battle scars of going to the ER for dehydration, throwing up all day. I don't mean to gross you out, but that's what happens with weight loss surgery a lot, and really just feeling miserable. And there's nothing we could do about it. So can I just say, please, if you're ever considering weight loss surgery, what I would not give to have known about this program before I permanently altered my body. I mean, my stomach's gone. They can't put it back. And so I always tell people considering it, like, you just don't know the complications that can come up until it's really too late. But after I had my 2 surgeries, like I still struggle with weight. It's not a fix. It can be a tool if you don't have complications. So when I was introduced to our program, I really had gained more weight. I had developed high blood pressure. I had type 2 diabetes. And I was really at a crossroads. And my coach, Ashley, she told me, like I tell so many others, like, give it 30 days. Knowing the thought of insulin shots, having those again, it seriously reduced me to tears just thinking about it. So when I started this, I was so excited to get to have carbs again. After coming off a months-long keto diet, like I was thrilled to have brownies and pancakes. And I'm like, what is this? So I lost 16 pounds in that first month. But really, I realized within the first 2 weeks that I had been led to something that was really going to change my life forever. So I could eat nutritious food. My taste buds began to change. Y'all, I ate only 2 vegetables before I started this, carrots and lettuce. And I was one of those, like an adult that would gag like a toddler at any other veggie. But now I have so many favorites because it's changed my taste buds. So it's crazy when you stop eating all of the sugar and white flour and things that your body really starts to crave these healthier foods. So not only have I lost 78 pounds and I'm still going, but there's been a lot of other changes in my health. So my blood sugars dropped. So diabetes had been a part of my life for a long time. And every month that I was on plan, my doctor, she kept lowering my meds until she finally said, like, I can't lower them anymore, Jennifer. You just don't need medication anymore, which was, I cry when I think about it that day when I realized I don't need medication for diabetes. And same thing with my blood pressure meds. All these medications that I had, like, it's gone now. So, but honestly, out of all the changes, I went from a 4X, it's really hard to find clothes in that size, to like a medium large now. The best thing has been the non-scale victories. Not needing a seatbelt extender when I fly, fitting into booths at restaurants. I mean, I had to leave restaurants sometimes because I couldn't fit. Water skiing again for the first time in decades. The list just really goes on. So guys, I just pray that whoever invited you tonight, that you would definitely just reach out to them just to get more information, because it can really be life-changing for your health. So that's kind of my story of how things have gone for me on program. My goal is to get to my next friend, Melissa. I want to be Melissa. When you see Melissa, you'd be like, yeah, we all want to be Melissa. And just show you how Melissa has really taken this program and changed her nutrition and used it for workouts. And so she's going to share a little bit different perspective with you. So take it, Melissa.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. We really are grateful that you are here and open to hearing about this program and how it has radically changed all of our lives in so many different ways. So for me, I quit smoking 10 years ago, cold turkey, and started working out the very same day. And I worked out for years and years and years. On the left of that picture, that's probably 5 years of working out. And as you can see, there's not much definition there in the stomach. And they always say, abs are made in the kitchen. And I was like, no, I'm Melissa. I can make my abs in the gym. Well, that's not true. So abs are definitely made in the kitchen. And this program, what I struggled with was I could go all day long and eat clean, quote unquote clean. We eat a salad and we think we eat clean. But I would get home and snack galore and just self-sabotage every single day and then wonder why I wasn't seeing results. So I was extremely frustrated with that. I didn't know how to get control of it. And I know, eating grilled chicken and steamed veggies, that's great and all, but I'm a foodie. I go to bed thinking about breakfast. I'm having breakfast thinking about what my lunch is going to be, my lunch, and so on and so forth. And that's the vicious cycle in my head. So if it's not flavor, I don't want to eat the same thing over and over and have mundane meals just constantly. I'm just not going to stick to it. So with this program, I would see Ashley sharing her journey and what she is doing and her meals. And I was like, God dang, that food looks good. What is she doing? And so finally I was like, okay, I'm just going to ask her, hey, tell me about what you're doing. So we got on the phone call and she told me all about the program. And much like she did, I was like, yeah, I'll do it on my own. I'm not really going to do that right now. Well, a couple months went by. Ashley's delivering that sixth or the fifth child that she had, but she's delivering and I'm knocking on that door. I'm like, I'm so ready. I'm sick of this. I just want a change and I want to see results. So I hopped on program and what it taught me was how to eat healthy. I mean, I have Indian food, I have Greek food, I have Mexican food, I have pizza, whatever I want. So you don't feel like you're deprived. And that's what I needed, because if you tell me I can't have something, it is just going to circle over and over in my head like a hamster on a wheel. It is never going to go away until I eat it. Like, I don't know how to fix that, but this program did. So I had small meals all throughout the day, learned how to cook just by cooking one meal a day, which was the simplicity of that. I have 4-year-old twins and a 6-year-old daughter. So it gets crazy and chaotic at night, not as much as Ashley's, but learning how to just cook one meal a day, taking one little tiny habit and changing that will eventually turn into your macro habits. So that's what I loved about the program and what has changed my life. I can go anywhere, not know what the food menu is going to be, and know what to pick, how to pick it, how to look at it, what I should and shouldn't eat and ask for. So as you can see, I use the program and I am currently still working on the toning of my fitness goals and stuff, but the progress has been made. I couldn't be more thankful for this program and what it has done for me, not just physically, but internally, y'all. The mindset changes behind relationships with food and people and yourself and loving yourself and the confidence that it brings out. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell in my smiles, but that's two different smiles. Like I proudly present myself. I'm not hiding behind my kids in pictures anymore or my friends or looking for the right angles. It's been freeing. That's the one word I always come back to. It has freed me of so many things, and I could not be more thankful for this. So that is my story, and I hope it inspires some of you. And now I'm not sure if Jolene is going to share or Shelby's going to share. Shelby. Okay, Shelby and Andrew, take it away.
All right. Hi, guys. Well, I am Andrew, and this is Shelby. So I'm pretty fired up to be able to talk to the fellas in the room. Guys, trust me, this plan works. Okay, so a little bit of background about me. I was a football coach and a teacher for about 12 years. And if you know anything about that lifestyle, football coach's lifestyle, it is crazy hours. I wake up around 4. And then depending on the day, I wouldn't come home till maybe about 11. For sure on a Friday night, I wouldn't get home till like about 2, maybe 3 in the morning. So I chose the sleep over food. So I never had breakfast. Okay. My breakfast literally consisted of stopping by the store, getting like maybe 3 Red Bulls for the day, couple Monsters. I mean, it was just crazy. And then for lunch, as a teacher, you maybe have 30 minutes if I was lucky. Some days I maybe had 45. So I learned very quickly how to eat a double meat cheeseburger in like 4 bites. I hate to say it, but I used to eat a whole pizza for lunch because I knew I wasn't going to eat again till maybe 10 that night. So my eating was off, my drinking and water levels were off. It was just bad. Okay. But Optavia came in and it really changed everything about my lifestyle now. So Optavia came in. Hate to say it, Shelby was on plan first for about 2 months before I jumped on. So I still brought home the Whataburger and the pizza while she did the plan. So I definitely wasn't the most supportive person, but her dedication and Optavia's feelings won me over. I mean, they looked delicious. They were simple. And the best part about it, I know one of the fears I had when she said she wanted to jump on and try something new was that I was probably going to have to give up something because that's usually how it works. And luckily for me on this one here, I didn't have to give up my grill. So I was still able to grill steaks and ribs and shrimp and fish and chicken and you name it. Anything that could be grilled, I grilled it because that's what we needed, right? So that was one fear that I had taken away was I didn't have to give up the food that I like, which was the meat. I'm a carnivore, I love steaks and stuff like that. So that's what one thing I was grateful for about Optavia. And now me on plan was totally cool. I mean, I was on plan for about 6 weeks. I lost my 40. Yeah, I lost 40 pounds in 6 weeks. And ever since then, I've been able to keep it off. I've learned, like was said earlier, I learned how my body wants good food. And I no longer need Red Bulls or Monsters or anything like that to fuel me and give me the energy that I need. We have 4 kids also, and they're going all over the place with sports camps and all that fun stuff. So that's what I love about Optavia. It was simple, it was easy, and I still get to grill.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Grilling was everything, right?
So Shelby, take it over. Bro.
I love it. Well, I was sitting here thinking about how could I speak to the couples, and truly we have this sign behind us that says better together, because that is our family's motto. We always, we just truly drive after every obstacle, everything we're heading towards. We teach our kids, we teach our family. That's always been our obstacle. And I mean, that's always been our motto to overcome any obstacles, that we're better together. Together, we can accomplish anything. And here I was on program for 2 months. And I'm not going to lie, ladies, I was just driving on pure motivation and hanging on the coattails of my coach, Jennifer, like, help me here. And it really was right at the time, because motivation only lasts so long. Then it was just about instilling the habits. And right when it was starting to become like, okay, that we're in this for the long haul, that's actually when I became a coach, and Andrew decided to get on program, and literally it was a game changer. All of a sudden I went from a dieter's mindset that I had to do this program and diet and follow the rules. And let's just be honest, right? I mean, most of us begin this thing because we think it's a diet. And then we get wonderfully tricked into realizing this is a complete lifestyle change. And it really wasn't until he came on board and we were doing this together, because we're better together. And we know that. We've always known that. And now we're getting to apply that to our health. But I truly, truly had no idea what was in store for us. I can tell you that when we decided to tackle this thing, our health together, it completely changed our family. Now, all of a sudden, our children are getting to watch their parents be disciplined. We're disciplined in every area of our life except this one area. They see us be disciplined in our finances. They see us be disciplined in our faith. And then with our health, it was completely falling apart. It was like a piece of the message or a piece of the puzzle was not there until we found Optavia, and until as a couple we came together and we're doing this together. Then we became this family that you see. I just love this picture because the one on the left, we truly were full of joy. I mean, you see the joy on our faces. We really were full of joy. What we lacked was this one area, which was teaching our kids discipline with our health. And so now we're these fit, active, fun parents. And I'm telling you guys, it's been a year on program. I lost 90 pounds in 10 months. Let's just pause for dramatic effect, okay? Like seriously, you guys, if you had told me a year ago, Shelby, trust me, in a year from now, you will have lost 90 pounds and maintained it for 5 months and you're gonna be blown away at the life you've created, I would have just thought you were crazy. I had hopes and I had dreams, but I truly never imagined, and this plan made it simple and made it easy. And then once my husband came on board and we were doing this together, oh man, it was a game changer. Now we're not just dieting. We are truly creating habits that are going to last us a lifetime, not just in our lifetime, but in our children's lifetime. So we are changing generations because now we're modeling what it looks like to be fun, to be active, and to make healthy choices throughout our day. And so I'm so grateful for Optavia for that.
For sure.
And we're so grateful that we had a chance to talk to you guys. Couples, I'm telling you, do it together. You're better together. Be the model that you want to be the parents that you want to be. We ask our kids to do great things in life. Let's start with us by showing our kids we can do it and we're worth it.
You can do it, fellas. Go for it. It's easy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I'm supposed to introduce.
No, I started talking and
I've never had a chance to introduce Jolene. You guys, the most amazing lady. Literally, she is the superstar, rock star, mentor of ours. It is an incredible honor. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to introduce her again because usually she would be introducing me. But mamas, listen up. If you want to hear full passion, straight up passion, and a strong why about why we choose our health and why we choose to get healthy, listen up because my girl Jolene is about to bring it.
No pressure there or anything, but you guys, to say that I love this program and that it changed my life is truly an understatement. I started this in 2018. That's the first before and after that you see. I've got a few, which is kind of crazy. But the first one, I lost 35 pounds in 3.5 months. And really and truly it started because I wanted to show up better. I had lost my mom that spring very suddenly. It was not expected and it completely transformed my life. Like the way that I see time and how I show up and the person that I am to people was different because of that moment. I don't ever wish that upon anybody to have to go through sorrow in order to realize something about themselves. But that's what I went through and that's part of my testimony. And so I showed up differently because I got healthy. I showed up as a better mom. I showed up as a better wife. I had energy. I was there for my friends. I could support people in ways that I couldn't before because I changed myself. And so I lost 35 pounds. I maintained it for a year before I got pregnant with our second. And so that second before and after is what you see during pregnancy. My first pregnancy was drastically different than my second. I had a lot of issues. I was on a lot of supplements. I was borderline gestational diabetes. I had all kinds of issues going on. I ended up developing preeclampsia. And second pregnancy, my doctor was like, "You're perfect. Everything is perfect. What is this program? Because you are living a testimony of health." And so much life change happened right there. And so once I had my little one, his name's Jackson, he's 9 months now. About a month after he was born, I decided to start our Nursing Mamas plan. Truly, Optavia has a plan for everyone. So no matter what your lifestyle looks like, no matter what your day-to-day looks like, whether you work out or you don't, whether you're nursing or you're not, no matter how old you are, young you are, are, they've got something for you, because it's not just about weight loss. It's about getting healthy and meeting you where you're at and with what you need. And so we work with doctors, and we work with, whoever it is that you need to contact in order to make sure that you're getting the right plan for you. But I went ahead and lost the 30 pounds that I gained. So when I was 9 months pregnant going into the hospital, I still weighed 5 pounds less than when I started the program before, which is bananas. So I lost the 30 pounds that I had gained, and I have been living in optimal health and in maintenance since February. So for the past several months, and I haven't officially announced this, but I'm about to start with a personal trainer. So I don't know what this is, what's happening with this program, but it's getting me healthy, because I do not work out, but I'm about to start, because you got to take it next level whenever you're wanting to inspire and help other people, but more than anything, help yourself. So that's a little about me. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to take this. So hopefully you've seen some different stories from men, from women, all different walks of life. We all live and breathe a different testimony of how this has changed us, but it's all encompassing into the decision that we made to choose health, to choose us, to choose to put ourselves first. And so think about why you would want to do this. Who's going to be affected whenever you jump in? And so there's 4 components to Optavia. One is the nutrition. And so I'm going to cover the nutrition and the coaching, but one is the nutrition. It is structured. And that is one thing. I know Melissa mentioned it. We all kind of think we're doing healthy and we're doing okay. And then we come in here and we realize, well, dang, I didn't know a lot about, you didn't know anything about what I really was thinking I knew, because they teach you so much. It's planned out for you, whether you're wanting to lose weight, whether you're wanting to maintain, whether you're wanting to work out and lose weight and get healthy, or whether you're just, I've had clients who don't need to lose any weight, but they're on cholesterol medicine. So they just need to get themselves healthy from the inside. And so no matter what that looks like, it's dependent on your goals and your lifestyle. Optavia provides part of the nutrition for you, and then they lay out the other part of the nutrition. And so the majority of people, let's just be honest, we live in America. And so health, weight loss is a big, big thing that most of us come in here for, is to get some of the weight off, whether that's 5 pounds, whether that's 50 pounds, whether that's 100 pounds. And so a lot of us start, and I will just be honest, because most people are not working out. We have goals to be like Melissa, but we're not quite there yet. And so most of us are on the 5-in-1 weight loss plan. And so what that looks like, it's 5 meals from Optavia. They're nutrient dense, their macros and micros are all laid out for you in order for you to be in weight loss, not calorie deficit, not starving, not depleted. Really, you're meant to feel good. And so when my clients are like, I'm starving, I'm like, something's wrong. We need to figure out what's going on, right? It's not meant to be like that. It's meant for you to feel good 100% of the time and really be in fat burn, losing weight, shedding inches, but really your body's getting all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that it needs. And so it doesn't have a reason to store anymore. Then you cook 1 meal a day that's laid out for you. We make it very family friendly. We want to incorporate veggies into your meals. We want to make it fit something that you and your family is already making. We just tweak it to fit into this program. So it is very easy, simple. Mama of 6 over there can make it happen. You can make it happen too. And so it really is really convenient for most of us. I have a client who told me this was made for moms. I'm like, girl, speak, because that is the truth. We are always running around, and this is made simple. Second part of it is the one-on-one coaching. Every person that comes into this program is assigned a coach. You've got a coach. Someone reached out to you and told you about this program. That's because they have a coach or they are a coach and they want to walk this with you. We are there for accountability. We're there for support. We're there to guide, and we're there to encourage. You are 10 times more likely to be successful when you're not doing it alone. 10 times more likely. I know I did a whole lot of things alone and I did not lose a whole lot of weight. And so you want to be partnered with a coach that's going to support you, that's going to guide you, that's walked the journey before you or is walking it with you. We've got coaches who are still on their own journeys at the same time, but 10 times more likely. And so Optavia feels very strongly about that support system. And so they partner you with the coach from day one. Ashley's going to take it away with the other 2 components.
Yes. So on top of having like the accountability with your own personal coach, you also have an incredible community of people. And that's what I love as well. You, when you become a client, you'll be added onto our Facebook group. And in here, I think there's like 50,000 people in there. I don't even know the number. It's so many. But what I love about it is that they've all been where we all have been. Like they all have their own weight loss story, their own health goals, and they're all doing it together. They're all going to be doing it with you. And so in that page, oh my goodness, there's recipes galore for that one meal that you make a day. I'm like, y'all, that is 7 meals a week. We can all handle 7 meals a week, right? Instead of like 35 that we're used to making all on our own and meal prepping all of it and going crazy. But you can see all the recipes in that Facebook group. You give encouragement. So there's so much inspiration there. People share their recipes. They share their, celebrations of what they've accomplished. And then if someone is struggling or if someone else celebrates like, oh, I'm down 5 pounds, then people are in there just pumping you up and keeping you motivated. So just another layer of support that we all do need. You can go in there, you can ask questions. Obviously you're going to have your coach, right? Your coach is there as a resource. Now we're not nutritionists. We're not dietitians, right? Optavia has that. We're just like guides to the program and helping you the best that we can and supporting you and encouraging and keeping you accountable and being your hype person, right? But if we're not available, you can always go into that group and ask a question. You've got loads of people that are doing it, right? That can also answer it for you. Celebrate your victories. And then once a week, we have like a live training on Thursdays where different coaches come on and they teach elements of habits, micro habits, right? Because again, like everyone said tonight, this is lifelong change, right? This is not some fad, quick fix diet. Yes, it's fast. Yes, you lose weight quickly, which is amazing because it keeps you motivated to keep going. When you see the results, you feel so good. But truly, it's all about optimal health. And so every Thursday, we have coaches that will go live for about 20 minutes to really pour into you on that side of our program. So community is another component, which then leads me to the education, you guys. So what I always tell people is there's lots of ways to lose weight. There's lots of different programs, but most programs focus only on the food. And when it's only about the food, it becomes a diet. And I'm real here. Diets don't work, right? I've lived in the yo-yo diet mentality and constantly losing weight to gain it, to lose it, to gain it, right? And we always live, I feel like for years, all I did was like, I'm on a diet. Oh, I'm on another diet, right? We live in that cycle. And it's because it's always about the food. And so yes, food is part of our program, but it's not the only thing. We want to help you implement new habits. So that way it's like changing a habit every day or once a week. And so you're going to get education with your program that you can pour into, that you dive into every day, once a week, but you're just working on the mindset because the food, food going to work. Trust us. It's going to work, right? If you haven't already thought that from seeing our stories, but up here is what's going to make it lifelong for you guys. Learning the why and the how behind really having that healthy lifestyle is what's going to create this optimal living for all of you. And if I have a guess, nobody likes to live in that diet mentality. Nobody likes to like work really hard to lose weight to be like, well, now I'm gaining it all back. But if you don't work on the mind, you're going to go right back to your old habits and you're going to gain weight back. That's why people yo-yo. And so the thing I love about our program is that we are able to kind of stop that and really give you the tools and the resources that are going to allow you to truly implement new habits every single day. So that way, whenever you get to your goal, because you will, you're going to feel equipped, empowered, knowledgeable to be able to make smarter choices, to be able to constantly keep it off.
Sorry, I always forget to unmute myself. There we go. Okay, so I just saw this question in the chat. Y'all are already ahead of me, but cost-wise, right? What does it cost? That's one thing everybody wants to know. What does it cost? So when it comes down to it, you're paying for your food. The thing about Optavia that is incredible, you're already paying for food. And so now there's just more food coming to your house, but the coach, the community, the education all comes when you first get started as a part of the package. And so for everyone who gets started, it's about $410 a month in the first box. Your box on 5 and 1 will last you 1 month. If you're on 4 and 2, it'll last you longer. If you're just wanting to maintain but gain healthy habits, it's going to last you a different amount of time. If you're on the nursing moms plan, it's a different amount of time. But that first initial cost is $410 for everyone. It just depends on which plan you're on, how long that box will last you. And so that's where you'll connect with your coach. Y'all will figure out which plan you think is right for you, what you need. And so it may be $100 a week, it may be $50 a week, it may be $25 a week. It just depends on which plan you're on. But on the 5-in-1, which is the majority of people, because we're in here, we came in for weight loss. If that's your story, that was my story when I first started. It was $410, the first box. They have a cashback program, which is amazing for clients. So you actually get 10% back on each like preceding box. And so it usually is down below $400 after your second box. And they're sending me 5 of my 6 meals a day. 5 meals a day. And so 5 meals a day for 30 days was crazy to me. We ended up saving money. Ooh, don't judge me for that, because we were eating out. We were going to Starbucks. I was grabbing drive-through, and our grocery bill went way down. And so that was one thing. When you're on program, you're shopping that outer aisle of the grocery store. You're getting veggies, you're getting proteins, you're getting some dairy. But those snacks, you don't need them anymore unless they're for your kiddos. And even your kiddos, you're going to be a little more mindful about what you're grabbing for them too. But then I also tell people, because this is something that I really had to consider. We are Dave Ramsey, all about Dave over here at our house. And so we really budget. We budgeted everything, right? And so I had to think about, do I want to get my nails done, or do I want to do this program? Because I feel miserable and I'd rather do this program. Do I want to get my hair done? Is that something I can postpone for a little while? Y'all, I didn't walk into Target October, November, December that I was on program, because all the random things that would make its way into my cart, I was like, I will sacrifice that momentarily so that I can get healthy, because I know this is going to change my life. And so not just in your groceries, your food, your dining out, all of that will change as far as cost goes, but also think about the other things that you might be able to put pause on so that you can invest in your health, because that's what it is. I've been coaching 2.5 years and I have yet to have a client that has not lost weight yet. So I don't expect my next client to be the first one after 2.5 years to not lose weight. And so everyone is successful. They're seeing the success that they want. So it's not a risk. It really and truly is an investment. So think about that. Talk to your spouse, look at your budget, and think about the things that you can say pause to for just a season so that you can, jump into this. Women on average lose 10 to 15 pounds a month. Men lose about 15 to 20. Andrew over there is above average and he lost 40 in 6 weeks, which is bananas. But it really and truly is incredible when it comes to how much you're really saving, not just in the present time, but long-term. Think about the long-term costs of your health that you're avoiding, or that you're, not even putting yourself at risk of, because you're choosing to put yourself first now. So that's the cost. And then Ashley's going to wrap it up.
Yeah. So I would kind of love to see in the chat real quick, if you're a client currently, or maybe you're a coach, like put in the chat, like what you've accomplished on our program, because I know you've heard just from our handful of people, but I want you to really see this isn't just, oh, it's just them, or, oh, they're one of the lucky ones. Nope. It really is everybody. If if you're 100% and you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to stick with it, it is result based. So I would just kind of I thought about them and I want to see what everyone says about like what they've done and the time they've done it in, so you can kind of see even more inspiration, that it's not just the people talking tonight. But it was so fun, to share with you the power, guys, the power of this program. I mean, y'all see how much life change, and probably seeing in the chat how much life change can come with this program. I was just thinking, I am not the same person I was 3 years ago. And that before picture, it is completely two different people, and I cannot, and I say this all the time, I can't put a price. I cannot put a price on how I feel now versus how I felt back then. I went from no confidence to fully confident, not insecure anymore. I love to dress up. I love to go shop, which I hated doing back then. Taking pictures again with my kids. I want to be in them and not hiding. I feel like I can be my best self because I feel the best about myself, right? I'm a better wife. I'm a better mom. I'm a better friend. I'm a better business partner, because I feel good about myself and I have that confidence that I had completely lost. 3 years ago, I was not me. I wasn't. I kind of lost who I was, and this brought me back to life. And so all of it just hands down was one of the single most best decisions I've ever made. So I wanted to end with this, and just ask you guys a couple questions. And I want you to ask yourself, okay, what do you want most? right? What do you want to accomplish? And what is motivating you to do that? What is your why? And what has been like your biggest struggle in losing weight up to this point? And you can feel free to put in the chat if you want, but think about those questions. What do you want most? Why do you want it? And what's motivating you to do, but what's been your biggest struggle so far? And then I want you to think, what part or multiple parts of our program could help you with that. Is it the accountability from a one-on-one coach? From the support of our community? Is it the structure and the ease and the simplicity of our program? Everything kind of given to you. I always say it's like dummy proof, y'all. You cannot mess it up. It's that easy. Is it having something that's result based? Or is it the bigger picture of our program that's not just some fad diet, but truly like optimal health and something that's going to allow you to truly keep it off for the rest of your life? So think about those questions, but we're just so glad you're here tonight. And we hope that this gives you some, hope. Hope it gave you some hope. Hope it gave you some inspiration, and just gives you more information on this program. And I'm just truly so excited for your own health journey, whether it's this or something else. We're always going to be cheering you on, and just getting started.
I love it. Okay, so last task that we're going to put in your hands, we're taking it back to you. Whoever invited you is obviously wondering what you're thinking, what questions you might have. And so we're going to direct you to contact that person. Reach out to them because they invited you here because they care about you. They invited you here because you may have asked them a question in the past, or you may have inquired, or you may have wanted to know something. And so reach out to them, whether you think we're bananas and crazy or whether you're all about it. Tell them, just be honest, be like, okay, I don't know about all them, but I'm kind of intrigued, or I'm curious, or girl, whatever they have, I want it. I don't even care. I mean, I told my coach, I don't even care what's in it. If there's drugs, don't even tell me, just send it to my house. So don't tell anybody. There's not, thankfully. There's lots of vitamins, there's lots of minerals, there's lots of good stuff in it, but I didn't care. So if you're like me, just send it to my house, then let them know that too. But wherever you're at, just let your coach know, let the person who invited you, whether that's a friend or a coach or someone who will be your coach, let them know, because you know that they want to know, right? I'm like, what are they wondering? I wonder what are they, don't leave them hanging. Just really let them know and be honest about it and ask them your questions. I know that there's a lot more that goes into it. We just covered the very basic. That was our hope, is to answer the majority of questions that people have. You probably have more, but that's okay. So reach out to them. We are so glad that you were here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your summer, even if it's just one little evening. And we hope that you're doing just fun things this summer. We hope that you feel encouraged and motivated, and knowing that there is something that can help you. And no matter what, that you're choosing to put yourself first. So we are celebrating you already in the victories that you've already accomplished, whether that's a decision or whether that's a thought. Keep it up. All right. Bye, guys.